What's up, you guys? Today is actually going to be story time. So grab your popcorn, grab your pretzels, grab your chocolates, whatever you want to grab. Where we're going to be talking about our little experience moving from Santa Barbara to Santa Maria, which is an hour and a half drive, I believe, away from our hometown. The main reason why we moved out here was because of opportunity that I got for my job, which I didn't want to pass up. And so Soraya was super supportive about little bumps, on the road, little hiccups that we had.
So it started off by when was it? June?
Yes.
So we moved over here in June.
June 13th.
June 13th to be exact. The way it happened was so fast. I think it was his official day back from work from being home for a while, right? Or is it just me?
No, it's just you. So
kidding.
My goal for my job when I was there was if I didn't get promoted by 22, I would have take a different route. I was gonna get 2 jobs. I was just gonna, the money wasn't coming in. So I decided, okay, by 22, if not, I'm not promoted in a higher position, I'm gonna just find another job. So June was born in January, but we took her home in March. So within those 2 months, I was just trying to get promoted. I was working nonstop. Whenever they needed me, I was there. June came around. My birthday started getting closer and closer. So I told my wife, hey, if I don't get promoted, I'm leaving. I know it's a stupid mentality. I know it was done for me to think, but I really wanted this opportunity. Things happened, and then, a week before my birthday? A couple of days before my birthday. Right?
Yeah.
So a couple of days before my birthday, I got the call. I actually went into work, and they told me, hey.
No, it was so funny because he got a text first from one of his
forgot
friends.
About that yet. Shout out to my boy.
His I don't exactly remember what the text was, but it was something like, oh, you need to come to work, or congratulations. It was something almost saying I'm happy for you. And I remember him waking up and reading the message and being a little bit confused. But we didn't want to think what we thought because we didn't know what was going to happen. So we kind of were just okay, whatever. Then he gets a message from his boss or his ex-boss saying that he needed to talk to him as soon as he got home. As soon as he got to work. Or I think it was if you could come in earlier to talk to her or something like that.
So an hour early.
Yeah, so he went and then he calls me maybe 2 hours after he goes in. And he's like, okay. He's like, I have some news. He's like, I don't want you to freak out. He's like, but I want us to talk about it. And I was like, sure, whatever. And so then he's like, they're offering me a store in Santa Maria. So I was like, okay. The first thing that came to my mind was okay, I'm happy for him because this is something that he always wanted since he applied to this job. He was always saying that he wanted to be a store manager. He always wanted to be a store manager. And so he finally got the opportunity. Now, it was a little bit confusing. Not confusing, but just a little bit conflicting because we really wanted to stay in Santa Barbara and we were thinking about staying. But then we also knew that we needed to move in order for us to be a family and to be stable. So we agreed that it was okay for us to move. Now, I thought that we would have more time to move. And I thought that this process would have been a little bit smoother, but because we only had, how many weeks did they give us? So we had about 3 weeks to move because they told them that they needed him ASAP and that they were willing to pay off our lease and they really wanted us to be there. We wanted him to be there as soon as he could. So we agreed to move. They did give us about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
3 weeks to move. We didn't have a place here yet. We had gone to see.
Hi. Here, princess.
We had gone to see an apartment. That's actually the apartment complex that we're in now. We came to see this before we moved here. Our friend decided to bring us. So we came and we looked, but we didn't apply for the apartment right away. We didn't apply for anything because we weren't sure. We didn't really know what to do. This was our first time actually moving out from our parents' house. And this was our first time applying for an apartment, getting all the bills and all like the light bill, the water bill, and all
Keep
that.
in mind, we didn't know nothing.
We
We
didn't
didn't know
know
about credit
anything.
checks. We didn't know
No.
about deposits. We just, okay, we're going to give the money and we're going to move it.
No, we didn't even think about it. We were just like, okay, yeah. So we were already over here when we were like, oh shit, like realizing that you had to pay a light bill and you had to pay a water bill and you had to get deposits and you
I
had
know
to
it's
have credit
dumb.
checks.
I know, obviously, everyone's going to be like, well, you guys don't know that? What the? No. And
We-
you're in the moment,
okay,
it's
so-
like,
Yeah, but we kind of knew that we had to do things, but we just didn't know
like, boy, get off my ass.
to what extent it was gonna be like. So they ended up paying a hotel for us to stay for like
Oh, yeah.
3
Okay,
weeks.
yeah.
The company is super nice, and so all this time he's working and I'm in a hotel with baby, and that experience was a little rough because she had just gotten used to being at the house from the NICU, and then we took her to a hotel, so she didn't know her surroundings and she was just getting comfortable. She would be cranky, she would cry, and because I was a little scared to go out, we wouldn't really go out either. So that experience was a little like bummy, but again, I already knew that it was just for temporarily. And I did go out on walks from the hotel. I walked.
Again, it was scary coming from a different city, and I was like, oh, it's just, no, it's scary.
Yeah.
Whoever says it's not, you're front.
And then especially because here and where we are, we don't have family. We have family maybe like, what, 20 minutes away?
30 minutes away.
30 minutes away, but where we are, yeah.
Yeah. We don't
don't have family. So
Nothing. Alone.
if we need help, it's really on just us.
Yeah,
So and that's what I mean, that it was a little scary and frustrating because we didn't know who we could ask for help, because again, we don't have family here. So that was interesting to see. But yeah.
So we're in a hotel for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a hotel.
3 weeks, babe. Yeah, so 3 weeks, and then the 4th week was the moving week. And so we decided to apply for the apartment complex we are in right now. And we were so dumb to apply for it the week before we needed it, because all the paperwork and all the stuff that they asked us was crazy when we were moving in, and we thought, okay, we're done. And then something popped up, and then we needed another paper, or we needed his boss signature on the paper. And so, because keep in mind, Santiago was making less, obviously, because he was just a store associate. So, or no.
I was assistant manager, first of all. She's trying to downgrade me.
No.
No. I was an assistant manager and I got promoted to a store manager.
Yes, so he was making less, and they needed, obviously they need a way of proof that you got a raise, or that what your salary is going to be. Because in order to apply, I think nowadays to most apartments, you need 1/3 of your income. So he needed to qualify, so his boss needed to make him a paper and kind of exactly what he was going to make with all the overtime, everything included. They wanted everything. They didn't want no gap in between. So it was really difficult having the paperwork back and forth. And then we got approved the day of our move-in day, which was, again, intense because
I had to go get the stuff.
he had to go get the stuff. And from the hotel that we stayed in to where we live now, it's like an hour and 30-minute walk.
Yeah.
Walk. And I
Walk.
know because
We don't drive.
We don't drive.
We don't drive.
Which
I'm pretty sure
we
you guys
need-
know this already.
Yeah,
We don't drive.
we don't drive.
I just have my Dodge. My Dodge patas.
And the stroller for June.
Yep.
Yeah, so we don't drive, which is something that we need to work on
Yeah.
ASAP.
That's a different story.
Yeah, that's another different story. Santiago, I think, got an Uber here to get our keys and to sign the final papers and to have the little like tour they do from the house, inspection they do to make sure that it's fine. But I, on the other hand, had to walk.
Yeah.
Because what had happened was that we didn't even move in the day that we got our keys, because we had to arrange a U-Haul to come and get our stuff. But it was too soon for us to let his boss know that we had gotten the place, because it was that exact same day that we finished all the process. So we had to wait like 2 days, I think.
Yep.
2 days before moving in. And so we moved in. They got the U-Haul, and I thought it was a good idea to come walking. I didn't think it was going to be that painful. And to top that off, we didn't have cell
Service.
service.
So the moral of the story is, like, We came here with
unprepared. We didn't have service the day. No, when we got here, like to the hotel, we had $50 in our account.
we were broke, man. We were really broke.
Yeah, we were broke. We only had $50, and keep in consideration we had a 5-month-old baby, so it was really frustrating. And then again, we
were barely making it, and it all paid off. Opportunity was well worth it. This is the best we've ever been.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to her. She gave me that leap and that push that I needed. So, thank you, baby. Yeah, we just wanted a little story time. Wanted to brief you guys on what our experience was. If we didn't cover everything, I'm sorry. We just little chunks here and there. A little because again we are in quarantine, so we're just here. You know what I mean? Driving each other crazy. I'm already sick of her, especially you.
I like having him around because he worked so much.
I know,
that this is nice for us
I
to
love
stay together, but
the princess
he
enjoying
doesn't
it. She's
appreciate it.
what? Okay.
But yeah, guys, so we wanted to make this video just in case maybe some people out there wanted to move.
Do it.
We'll probably make another story talking about what exactly or how much we paid, because I don't mind talking about that at all. I feel like it's important for teenagers, or maybe not teenagers, but younger couples, to maybe have
Pull out game week.
Stop. No.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna upload more frequently. We had problems with the camera, the computer. It would just but right now we're taking the cheap route of using our phones. But hey, we want to do it. We're committed to this, so we will talk to you guys next time. All right, guys. Bye.